Hey yo, Brazil, bring the hot girls come to party, cause we love see them move and shake them body, yo. Bring the hot girls come to party, Sean Paul, him love it, yo. Bring me the girl, them we keeping it golden, 100% of love where we show them fit on your body, you keep them eyes swollen. This summer, yeah, you hotter than a oven.
This one is very special. This will be an artist that'll be performing on February 8th at Festival Carnival. A legendary dance hall and reggae artist, a international superstar, a pop icon. Keep it real with you. Today we got Sean Paul. This is very special for me. Let me ask you first: how is everything? How is life?
It's good, man. I'm giving thanks, you know what I mean? I give thanks every day. And life has been a great journey so far for me, and just looking forward to spreading that love that I found throughout the journey to everybody that I meet, man, through the music, through the stage shows, through the interviews, and through day-to-day life expression, man. Big up to everybody. Enough love.
Absolutely, absolutely. And so I was raised most of my young life in Brooklyn. And I remember the run that you had in the early 2000s.
Yeah, brother.
The way that Brooklyn works is it's a cold place, but there's so many West Indians there that when the sun comes out, the ambiance is just full of dance hall and reggae. It lets you know what time of year it is.
Yeah, man, we keep you warm all through the year.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I remember uh certain songs, right? Infiltrate, Deport Them. I remember these songs being so big that they were already legendary in dancehall. Like once it's a block party, you're gonna hear that. Did you ever expect for it to get bigger than that to where you became an international star? You were already big.
It's funny because, as you said, the music was already big. As a dancehall artist, or even a lover of the music itself, growing up, I always thought our music was huge, and I never really knew that it wasn't playing everywhere. It played everywhere I went, and so I thought everybody knew it. And so no, I didn't think that it was different numbers. When I became famous in dancehall world, I thought that's it, and now transcending that and becoming, as you said, like more of a global figure, a pop artist, through the channel of what dancehall is, which is a very unique, very eclectic, very clubbable, danceable, social commentary type music from Jamaica. Um, didn't know that there was more people to love it, and so that's an awesome feeling to know that it's grown more to an international community and more to even become a popular music throughout the earth. I mean, we influence so much different genres, from hip hop to reggaeton to people doing pop music, for even to Afrobeat right now, how it sounds. I mean, that's a powerful music, and it's been for over 20 years now. So, salute to all the fans who support the music and to help us, keep on keeping on and creating on, and helping people to dance on, and sing out on, and keep on.
Absolutely, absolutely. And so that is very important because only certain places would understand that, right? Like Toronto, Brooklyn, Miami.
Certain places in England, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. But for you, when you started, right? You already kind of already expressed this. When you started in the music, were you just trying to be one of the best in the genre, or did you ever have it in your mind that it could be, a global thing?
Well, as I said, I thought it was. I thought everybody knew it. You know what I mean? But then breaking with the port them, and songs like that, and then especially Give Me the Light after that, showed me that there was just more numbers of people. I mean, I knew how much people was on Earth. I just thought people liked it, and knew it. but didn't support it. So now it grew to the point where there was heavy major support from fans, from the streets, from people who just loved the rhythm and loved how it made them feel. And so yeah, that was an awesome feeling to know that it blew up that much. um you can't plan for these type of things, bro. All I wanted to do, as you said before, was to compete with the best here in Jamaica. And I thought wherever it reached in the world, and whoever it reached to, that's it, that's awesome. But that it broke out of those numbers and became even more popular, or more something that people would gravitate towards as just a great part of pop culture. It's an awesome feeling because I had that feeling from like way back in 1986. So I'm listening to Papa San and these different artists from Jamaica, and I'm like, yo, everybody should know this. Everybody knows this, I'm sure. So there's a lot to learn from our genre because we've been putting out thousands of songs. Each artist does that.
Absolutely. So next question I have is, you spoke earlier, like how much you know the influence that dance hall and you specifically have had on artists from other genres, right? We saw Afro beats get really big. We saw reggaeton have its major time, right? And I just wanted to know, are there any genres outside of dancehall and reggae that you really rock with that sort of came out of your genre? And are there any artists in that same way that you actually look at like, oh, I'm really rocking with that?
The Trinidad scene is more known for soca music and calypso music. But they also do something called Trinidad, which is very heavily dancehall influenced. And it's more of I'd say more of a gangster type thing. But it's definitely a brother to the music, and I'm loving the way how the culture translated in their terms. And so yeah, big up to the kids down there. Um, yeah, they're doing an awesome job over there.
Absolutely, absolutely. Okay, and I have a question about your place within the larger scope of pop music. You've became one of the artists that even until now people will search you out because they know it's like a guaranteed hit, pretty much. You know what I mean?
Appreciate it.
How does it feel to be on that level? Because it's also your voice is iconic. Even it almost became a meme. People don't even know what you're saying, and they know you. So how does it feel to be that where I'm somebody that could be counted on as a musician? That has to feel like, oh, even more than the accolades and shit.
Yeah, that's a dream come true. That's better than winning Grammys and American Music Awards and Mobo Source Awards and all of that. Um, big up to all those institutions. They really made and help to cast an influence, or help to cast what you call it on my career, an awareness on my career. But to be someone who people consider that, yo, if your song's dope and you want to make it a little bit doper, call this guy. It's awesome. I've always been told my tone of voice, or like just the texture of my voice for people is very recognizable as you hear it, and so that's been a very big added plus for me. Also the Jamaican accent. I'm saying things in broken English, and people are just kind of like, what he said, and just getting either irritated or very, very consumed by my sound, and so that feels awesome, bro. I mean, there's nothing more for artists. Sometimes you do feel like, is this really me? But it's no more for artists. Like, if it gives you joy to sing in your bathroom, just imagine that everybody hear that what you're doing in your bathroom, and giving you accolades for that. That's just an awesome feeling, man. Thank you to the fans. Thank you, Father God, for real.
Right, right. Uh, and so as I said, on February 8th, you'll be performing at Festival Carnaval, and it's of course in Brazil. As far as Brazilian music, how familiar are you with it, and are there any things that sort of stick out about it that like you really enjoy or that play a part in your music, maybe?
You know, just the new Brazil funk, that kind of that is very reminiscent of dancehall music to me, and see the ladies dancing and twerking and doing their thing. Um, just an awesome feeling. Um, so big up to everybody in that scene. It's something that I've loved and seen it grow even bigger now. I've done work with Anita, who is, I guess, more on just a very, very popular side of your music. Big up to her. She was the one that tell me, she's like, "Yo, you and Snoop Dogg huge in in Brazil." And I was like, "Yeah." She's like, "Yeah, yeah." I was like, "Man, I didn't know I was still, clocking it down there." And she's like, "Yeah, bro, you got a lot of hits that people know and they love it." And so for me now, going back there next week on the 8th is going to be just an awesome feeling. I mean, I wish there were more shows booked, and I'm looking forward to having more booked throughout the country. Such a huge population, such a huge, amazing piece of land. The Amazon run through Brazil, like, bro, beautiful ladies are everywhere dropping out of trees. It's nuts. So for me, it's been one of the things I've wanted to do back in my career for a long time, and just looking forward to the vibe on the 8th, man. Just looking forward to really giving them the proper dancehall and seeing everybody react and feeling that energy. And for me, it's spreading my culture, but it's also having a good time, eh? I mean, and Brazil know how to have a good time, bro. It's everywhere I go that there's pockets of Brazilians. They tell me they love my music, and also they give me so much vibe, so much love. So appreciate from the heart.
Yeah, that's one of the things they're known for. If they love you, they really love you. They gonna ride for you. It's high energy and everything. So I saw that coming up. You also have a world tour, I believe, alongside Ashanti.
Yeah, big up Ashanti. We've been friends for many years in the biz, and it's always nice to tour with people who you kind of gel with and things. So, um, yeah, Fat Joe's on a date on the tour, and that's a package right there in itself. And so, yeah, looking forward to it. I did 4 major tours last year. One in Australia, one in the States, one in Canada, and one in Europe. And so this year, I think I'm concentrating, on this tour mainly and some stuff over the summer. But I'm also getting back in the studio trying to, cook up an album. So the time is kind of split between traveling and being in the studio here. I'm also producing on the Dirty Rock productions. So, we have artists like Ching Ching, and like work closely with people like Busy Signal and Charlie Blacks. Produce singles for Buja Bantan. So I'm looking forward to releasing a lot of music this year and doing this tour coming up in April. Um, but there are some tours booked again after, which will be booked after that in the summer. I just haven't fully decided and fully sorted that out. But so, being the end of January now, I can tell you it's going to be a busy year. I'm about to drop a couple singles and some new music, uh, you know, for people to enjoy pretty soon.
Absolutely, absolutely. Okay, so um, obviously still touring, still making music, putting work in with the company. My question is more related to you as a musician. A lot of musicians, they say it's in their blood, like it's something they can't foresee themselves stopping. For you, is there any time frame for you to keep going, either touring or making music, or is this something you just plan to do until till the end?
Yeah, I do plan to do it. I mean, you know, when you get to work or make a living from something that you love doing, it's a win-win there. And you know, when every time when I'm on holiday and I'm not doing music, like I'm, you know, taking a break, I feel like damn, I'm cheating on my girl. You know what I mean? I'm missing out. You know what I mean? So so it's a thing, man. I don't perceive me wanting to stop for now. Yeah, it does get physically challenging. I've had problems with my knees over the year. I mean, over the years. In 2010, I had a knee operation, and every now and then it gives me little problems and stuff like that. But we see through it, and for the love of music, we do it. And you know, uh, hopefully, I do keep the fans. You know, people have been loving my music forever, and that's been another part of the awesomeness that keeps me going. But yeah, if I stop doing music for more than 2 weeks, like have nothing to do with any production or any song that I'm writing, I get depressed, man. So it's an important thing in my life to for me to keep on going. And I've seen great reggae artists tour the world till later on. You know what I mean? Yeah, big up to, you know, people like Toots. R.I.P. to him. He was an amazing performer and artist, and he performed, you know, right up to the end. So for me, looking forward to do it. Maybe nowadays it's, as I said, last year I did 4 major tours. This year I'm kind of trying to balance it between studio life, touring life, and also home life. I got 2 young kids. Um, so sometimes, some years it will be a little slower. You know, they're 7 and 5 years old, and I want to be present in their life. So that's an important thing to me. So some years it would be heavy touring, and then some years it would be just spot dates and a couple tours and more, you know, being the dad. So it's a balance that I have to take part in right now in life. But also, you know, when I'm being dad, I'm still dealing with music. I'm still producing. I'm still thinking of songs to write. So even if I don't tour a lot, I'll still be doing it, bro.
Right. Understood. The balance is the most important thing, and as long as you can keep that, it's good. So, you spoke about earlier how maybe working alongside younger artists and stuff like that. As far as dancehall and reggae goes, are there any names that you look out for or you want people to know about within the genres that are like up and coming or that you really rock with?
Yeah, I mean, you know, Ching Ching is my artist who I've been promoting for quite some time, and he's just like the vibes creator. You know what I mean? Whether in the studio or in the streets, we partying, or we on stage, or, you know, just having a conversation. He's always full of vibe. Um, he's somebody who I'm looking forward to kind of presenting to the world on a bigger level than he is right now. Other than that, people like Massacre is a very dope DJ in Jamaica, or a dope artist that I think people should check out if you don't know his work. He just had an album and he's doing work on a new one now.
So, final question. As we said, February 8th is Festival Carnival. The headliner is Christina Aguilera. Sean Paul will be there. This is like a dream for millennials. You know what I mean? Could you just let us know, for those who don't know what to expect, or maybe they're not familiar with you and will see you for the first time, what should they expect during the show?
Hey yo, Brazil, bring the yacht girls come to party, cause we love see them move and shake them body, yo. Bring the yacht girls come to party, Sean Paul, him love it, yo. Bring me the girl and we keeping it golden, 100% of love where we show them, fit on your body, you keep them eyes swollen. This summer, yeah, you're hotter than an oven. Hey yo, Brazil, I'm coming through to give you the energy for real, for true. You know what I mean? We're gonna have a good time next week on the 8th. It's all about energy to me, and it's all about vibe, and it's all about connection of the people. So thank you all for being my fans. Thank you all for purchasing those tickets. And I'm gonna come to give you 200% of unadulterated energy, enough love, and respect due to everybody in Brazil. Seen? Come true.
Wow.